This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by
StashYourSwag.com. StashYourSwag.com.
You're not drinking.
They're here at Porcupine Fest. Appleseed project is designed to train thousands of Americans to shoot long-range rifles. I'm standing here with Lois from New Hampshire, who is a volunteer for the Appleseed project. And Lois, I'll let you tell me a little bit more effectively, what is the Appleseed project's mission?
Well, I think it's to train people of all ages to learn the rifle, .22 rifle, and to be able to shoot it and shoot it accuracy.
It's only for .22s, or?
No, they can use a different rifle if they'd like. But it has to be okayed with the shoot laws.
I see. And what made you want to come to Porcupine Fest?
Oh, I've been going to Porcupine Fest since it started. I just love going here and meeting all the people that's coming here.
Awesome. Now, up until this year, 2009, there was no Appleseed operation in New Hampshire. Now, over 100 people have been trained in New Hampshire since then, according to John Barnes, who runs New Hampshire Appleseed. Nationally, the Appleseed folks are claiming that they've trained over 4,000 in 2008. And they say they're doubling every year. There was already an Appleseed shoot connected to Porcupine Fest. And there's going to be another one not too long from now in Enfield, New Hampshire, August 1st and 2nd. Now, one other detail that you wanted to mention, John, was that, there was something else you wanted to mention.
Well, why Appleseed? Appleseed is here to reinstill the heritage of the American rifleman into every person in the U.S. because the founders sacrificed a tremendous, their whole generation sacrificed themselves to bring us a free country. And we have let it fritter away. They suffered cold, heat deprivation, cold, starvation, and they could have stayed home in their beds at night and just left it alone. But they went out and they secured our rights for us, and it's up to us to preserve them.
Ultimately, what do you see the role of rifles in American society as? And there's debate about this.
Well,
the role of marksmanship too.
The role of marksmanship is really what it is, and they're going to come and take our guns sometime this century. It may not be in our lifetime, but it's going to be in our kids' lifetime. And if we don't do something about it, if we don't educate ourselves and educate our children, that government school teacher is going to say to little Johnny in class, "Okay, Johnny, go get Grandpa's guns and bring them in." Appleseed is here to teach people why they don't have to do that. Appleseed is unique. We don't just teach rifle marksmanship. We teach the history of April 19, 1775, when the British left Boston for Lexington and Concord to steal the ball and powder of their own citizens, because that's what we were at that time. We were British citizens. And what happened on that day is a very large band of farmers and craftsmen were able to outmaneuver, outthink, and outorganize the greatest military force on the face of the planet at the time.
I'm still listening.
Okay. And the way they were able to do that is they were able to muster 3,500 men in 10 hours with no electricity, no telephones, no internet. Because they planned ahead, they were organized, and they had thought out the strategy. They'd had 10 years to actually figure this out. And they had thought out the strategy that they would never fire the first shot, and they would make sure that to put the enemy always in the wrong. And so they won the hearts and minds of the population here in the colonies, and they also won the hearts and minds in England.
Would you like to improve your skills at hiding things? Some of us certainly need to. Download the ebook at StashYourSwag.com. StashYourSwag.com.